St. Louis aldermen gave final approval to major legislation determining who has the power to investigate police misconduct.
It is a big talk about story among the losers with this legislation, police internal affairs. But St. Louis Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner, who has a tense relationship with police, walked away a big winner. Elliot Davis talks to both sides on the bill and joins us now in tonight's You Paid For It.
Well, Vic, it is an issue that's been debated for a very long time, especially among people in activist groups who wanted a different way of overseeing police. Now, supporters of the new legislation have been working on changing the way police are investigated for a long time. They finally had the political muscle to make it a reality. Now, they insist the new change would be a better deal for you, but opponents think otherwise. That is tonight's You Paid For It. The new legislation essentially takes away most of the power from the St. Louis Police Department to investigate itself. Instead, that authority goes to a newly empowered Civilian Oversight Board and a new Division of Civilian Oversight, plus a new Public Integrity Unit directed by the St. Louis City Circuit Attorney, Kim Gardner. I talked to John Shashnoff with the Coalition Against Police Crimes and Repression. The group helped leaders craft the new legislation. It strips most of the power to investigate serious police-involved incidents from Police Internal Affairs Division and the Police Force Investigative Unit. How will these changes help?
I think the main thing that it does is it provides authority outside the police department to investigate allegations of misconduct. So it's always very hard for any organization to police itself.
The St. Louis Police Officers Association, that represents most officers, and the Ethical Society of Police, that represents black officers, don't often agree. But in this case, they sent a joint letter to the Board of Aldermen saying this bill is extremely complex. It involves multiple legal issues. Consequently, we strongly feel that a postponement of the vote is appropriate so this matter can be further reviewed by our members. The letter was ignored, and the vote went forward to final passage.
Moving those investigations outside the police department ensures that it will be, more fair, more independent, and give us an objective answer about, was there misconduct or not.
Alderman Tom Oldenburg voted no to the legislation. What don't you like about this legislation?
Well, this legislation's reckless and it's impulsive. And I think it calls into question a lot of illegality, to be perfectly honest.
They're saying police can't really effectively police themselves. How do you answer those people who say that?
I think police can investigate themselves. And I say that because these are allegations that need to be looked in. And you want professional investigators. And police officers have that training and have that professionalism.
The change comes with a price tag for taxpayers. The new civilian and circuit attorneys units will hire investigators and other staffers. The Division of Civilian Oversight will be in the Public Safety Department and have a budget of $1.3 million. The circuit attorney's new Public Integrity Unit will have a $1.2 million budget. Supporters say some of that cost, though, will be offset by cuts in other areas like internal affairs. Oldenburg is concerned about Kim Gardner having more say. What's wrong with that?
Well, I think at heart, we know that there's an acrimonious relationship right now that exists between the circuit attorney's office and the police. Now, there's going to be an office where she can directly investigate police officers. I just think it sets us up for, trouble.
Chasnoff, who supports the circuit attorney, has a different view.
If the job is being well done by a circuit attorney, when she comes up for re-election, she'll be voted back in. If people don't think she's doing a good job, we have the chance to vote in somebody else.
Now, Mayor Tashara Jones backs the new legislation passed today. She will sign it. The mayor just hasn't decided when yet. Of course, I'll keep you up on any court challenges to this new deal overseeing police. After all, you paid for it.